I just built an exact clone of a $714 per day app without writing a single line of code. This fish identification app that's making serious money in the App Store, I copied it perfectly using just one AI tool. I'm talking complete functionality, fish identification, premium features, even Stripe payment processing to make money straight away. All built by AI without me typing a single line of code. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I did it step by step so you can start building profitable apps even if you've never coded before. This is literally the easiest way to create apps that can generate serious passive income. The best part? The AI tool I used is absolutely crushing it right now. It's the most powerful AI coding assistant I've ever seen, and I'll show you exactly how to use it. So if you want to learn how to build profitable apps without coding skills, this video is going to blow your mind. Alright, so we're gonna build the app in Replet. You can get $10 worth of free credits if you use my link down in the description. Alright, let's get this thing off the ground. The goal here is to build an app that can identify fish just by uploading a photo. You snap a pic, feed it in the app, and boom! It tells you exactly what species it is. No guessing, no scrolling through forums, just clean AI-powered identification. To get started, I'll drop in the first prompt. Help me create a fish identifier app wherein it has advanced image recognition technology via Gemini API. The user should be able to upload images, then feed the images to the app to identify the fish species as seen in the given image. Some of the basic technical features should include the following: AI-powered fish species identification, machine learning algorithm for precise species matching, high-resolution image analysis, support for multiple image uploads and comparisons. That gives us the foundation. But instead of tackling everything at once, I want to set up the basic structure first, just something simple to get the UI going. So I follow it up with this. Now, before including all features, let us first create the app's splash screen along with a sign up and login page. The name of the app is Fish ID. Use an underwater color palette for its sleek design and make a simple logo out of it. Now, Replet kind of pauses here, waiting for more details, but I'm not overcomplicating things. I just want to get a working interface before we worry about the fancy stuff. It then shows me a list of features I can pre-select. Let's tick the ones we'll need later anyway. Enable multiple image uploads and comparisons. Check. Add detailed fish species information database. Check. Implement confidence scoring for identification results. Check. After that, I hit approve plan and start. And a few seconds later, I've got a splash screen, sign up form, and a login page right there in front of me. Visually, it's not bad, but when I try clicking into the login fields, nothing happens. Can't type. So I prompt another quick fix. Good color palette, but I want to have a gradient finish with blue colors. Make the background white while still having the underwater palette in the design. Add a database. Right after that, it prompts me for the Gemini API key. I grab it from this website, which I will link below so you can access it. Copy it straight from the dashboard and drop it into the field. While that's setting up, I think we need to polish the look a bit. We can start by updating the logo with a slight gradient, then add a floating animation to the splash screen just to give it a bit of movement. Little touches, but they make it feel less like a test project and more like a real app. Once that's done, we can try to run it again and test the sign-up flow. And of course, another error pops up. This time it's database related. So I do what I've been doing, copy the error message and send a simple fix prompt. Fix this error. Replet patches it, and now I can try signing up with fresh credentials. This time, it works. No errors and everything logs in like it should. Now that the login system is working and the splash screen looks clean, it's time to move on to the real core of the app, which is fish identification. We'll use the Gemini API for this part since it's one of the most accurate image recognition tools out there. In the prompt, I'll tell Replet that users should be able to either upload a fish photo or scan it in real time using their camera. Let's also include everything we want the app to return. things like biological characteristics, scientific name, behavior, diet, breeding info, even fishing guidelines and local regulations. After running this setup, Replet builds out the functionality, and soon the camera and image upload options show up in the interface. Let's try testing it with a sample fish photo, and as expected, an error pops up. Looks like it's another database issue. What we'll do here is send it back in for a fix, and once that's sorted, we'll be ready to run our first full identification. The app looks great on the outside, but right now the main feature doesn't actually do anything. So it's time to make the Identify Fish button actually work. I'll start by sending this prompt. The fish identification should be via Gemini API. Fix this error please. Here, I will click the Identify Fish Species button to see what happens. The function kicks off, but immediately throws an error. Turns out it's using the wrong Gemini model and needs to switch to something like Gemini 1.5 Flash to process the images properly. Let's copy the full error straight from the UI and send it over. Replet updates the model. Now the app runs without crashing, but the results are way off. The identification is either super vague or just totally unrelated, so I'll follow up with another prompt. The app cannot seem to identify any fish species from the uploaded images. Fix this error please. This time, Replet makes some deeper adjustments. It fixes the model naming format, updates how the Gemini instance is initialized, tweaks the generation config for better accuracy, and reinforces the way results are processed behind the scenes. We can upload a photo of a clownfish to try it out. This time, it recognized it. The app correctly identifies the clownfish and displays its name, scientific classification, and other relevant info right below the image. To be sure it is completely working well, we can try it again with a different image, a goldfish this time. And yep, it gets it right again. The results are clear, fast, and consistent. With single image detection working, I want to level things up. Let's make that happen using the next prompt. The system has improved in terms of the species identification. Now, I also want the app to be able to handle multiple uploads of images at once, and will have the capability of identifying fish species from multiple uploads. Please apply this functionality. After a short wait, Replet rolls out the new feature. Now I can upload several fish images at the same time, and the app processes each one independently, giving separate identification results for every image. Super useful if you're trying to catalog multiple fish in one go. I also noticed a new update to the interface. A navigation bar now appears on the left side of the screen with a small arrow to expand it. Inside, there's a View History button. Clicking it pulls up a log of all my past scans, each with the original image and the ID result. It's automatically tracking everything I upload. Really solid feature. Next up, let's check how it handles real-time identification through the camera. I hold up a fish photo on my phone, point it at my laptop's camera, and let the app do its thing. Within seconds, it identifies the fish directly from the live image feed. Fast, smooth, and accurate. Let's use this prompt. Add animated fish silhouette loading transitions for better visual appeal. After the update, we have to restart the app to see what's changed. Now there's a sleek little animation on the splash screen, and another one that plays after login. At this point, the core features are working beautifully. We've got accurate fish identification, both from photos and real-time camera scans, support for multiple uploads, scan history log, and animated transitions that make the whole thing feel polished and professional. We're in a good spot. Let's move on to the next part. The app's working great so far, but it still feels like a tool for one person. I wanted to make it more social and engaging, something people can interact with and keep coming back to. I will ask Replet to add community-driven features. That includes things like user-submitted fish sightings, geolocation tagging, personal journals, verification from other users, and social sharing. I will also make sure that all of these components get added to the navigation so that they're easy to access from anywhere in the app. Once the update rolls out, we can check the app. See that there's now a full set of new tabs in the nav for fish sightings, personal journals, and geolocation tagging. Let's try to record a new sighting with a photo. species name, location, and some notes. Good thing it's saving properly now and appears in both the community and journal tabs. Now I want to try verifying my own post, but the app blocks it, which is good. Only other users can verify sightings, so I'll use a second test account, find the same post, and confirm that the verification feature works as expected. To make sightings shareable, let's send this. For social media sharing capabilities, add a share button next to each sighting. Provide sharing capabilities to social media platforms such as Facebook and Twitter. Replet adds the buttons and they open the correct share links. But since Twitter is now X, I clean it up with a quick follow-up. Modify the share buttons to be readable and rename Twitter to X. The labels update and the share buttons look good. Next, I want to focus on profile customization. This prompt is what I'm going to use. Another UI component to add is to add a view profile functionality wherein users can access their profile, change their usernames, passwords, add a profile picture or an icon, and add a bio. We'll also need to add Stripe integration later on. Let us first add the profile section, add a view profile under the nav bar. Replet adds a new view profile tab, and everything's functional. I test changing usernames, uploading a profile picture, updating the password, and adding a short bio. It all works. Now it's time to handle monetization. I lay out the subscription structure with this prompt. Another feature to add is to integrate this app with Stripe, wherein we display on how this application can be monetized. Features such as unlimited fish identifications should be applied once the user has paid for the subscription. If the user has not paid for the subscription, the fish identification functionality shall be limited to only 10 identifications per month in each profile or users that are under the free plan. Replet asks for the Stripe public API key. I got it from the Stripe dashboard and pasted it in. After setup, a subscription tab appears in the nav. It shows how many scans are left for the current user and outlines what's included in the free versus the premium plans. Now let's try clicking the subscribe monthly and subscribe yearly buttons, but I run into an error. We'll ask Replet to fix it, and after the update, both buttons now redirect to the Stripe checkout page without a problem. As a final touch, the subscription section includes an FAQ with answers to common questions, like how billing works, what happens after hitting the free limit, and how to cancel a plan. At this point, we've got working user accounts, community features, social sharing, full profile control, and a live Stripe integration that handles usage limits and upgrades. Now that the app's up and running, I want to test everything like a regular user would. So I will log in using a fresh account and start checking around to make sure things feel right. First, I'll head over to the profile section. Let's try changing the username, uploading a profile picture, and adding a short bio. Everything saves without a problem. I even update the password just to check, and yep, that works too. Next, let's move to fish identification. Here we can upload a few images and the results come back fast and accurately. Now let's switch over to the real-time camera scan. I'll try to hold up a fish photo on my phone, let the app scan it, and it identifies the species almost instantly. Super smooth. For good measure, I test the multi-upload feature. I threw in a few images at once and the app handles each one individually. No issues. Now let's test the community features. You can see here that I am recording a new fish sighting, filling out all the details, adding a photo, tag the location, and submit everything. A quick check in both the community feed and my personal journal confirms it's showing up in both. To test the verification system, I'll use my second account and verify the post from there. That part works as well. Over on the social side, let's hit the share button next to the post. They open up Facebook and X, pre-filled and ready to go. The links are working and the layout looks clean. Now let's check how the subscription logic is holding up. Since I'm on a free plan with this account, I can see there's a cap of 10 identifications per month. Let's run a few more scans to make sure the counter updates, and it does. Once I hit the limit, the app locks further scans and prompts me to upgrade. I click the monthly and yearly buttons and Both open the Stripe checkout without any errors. To wrap things up, let me walk you through the whole app from start to finish. Log in, upload, scan, view history, submit a citing, verify one from another user, customize a profile, and review the subscription options. Everything works smoothly. Nothing breaks. It flows exactly the way it should. And now we got a full app that not only identifies fish, but lets users share sightings, customize profiles, and even subscribe for premium features. Hey, appreciate you sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one.